The pop music world is in shock tonight after the death of singer Lisa Lopes. The member of the hit group TLC was killed yesterday in a car crash.
On the 25th of April 2002, the world was shocked by the sudden and tragic loss of TLC's Lisa Lopes. The singer's life abruptly ended in a car crash that sent shockwaves through the pop industry and left fans heartbroken. What's more shocking is the fact that Lisa predicted her death weeks before the car crash. The singer and rapper's sudden death left thousands of fans mourning. Lisa's family and friends gathered together on the site of the car crash, honoring their beloved who left the world just days before her 31st birthday. But what exactly happened on that fateful evening of April 25th, 2002? This was the time of the year when Lisa would visit her favorite village in all of Central America. This time, she was accompanied by 12 guests on her trip to Honduras. Lopes brought them to her safe place. Along with her guests, Lopes was working on a film project that aimed to showcase the beauty of Honduras and the spiritual practices of Garifuna culture, and underrated local and native healing practices that claim to cure nearly every major illness, including cancer. Little did they know their peaceful retreat would turn into a fatal tragedy. On April 25th, 5 p.m. to be exact on a Thursday, Lopes drove towards central Honduras in her SUV, along with 10 other people. Lopes tried to overtake the truck in front of her on a two-lane highway when suddenly the SUV lost control as she sharply swerved the car to the left. Her rented SUV rolled several times before hitting 2 trees and ejecting Lopes and 3 others out of the windows. The highway was shut down for a while as emergency services were called after the lethal accident. Soon, Lopes was found dead in a ditch and became the only person who sustained fatal injuries in the car crash. Following the tragic incident, an autopsy was performed in San Pedro Sula to determine the cause of Lisa Lopes's death. Ronaldo Martinez, the doctor in charge of examining the body, concluded that Lopes, who was 30 at that time, succumbed to her injuries instantly. The autopsy revealed that Lopes had sustained severe open cerebral trauma and suffered a fracture at the base of her cranium, both of which became the primary cause of her instantaneous death. Results from the investigation revealed that Lopes was not under the influence of any drug. However, one highly concerning fact came to light through Luis Aguilar, a police spokesperson who came forward with a shocking revelation. Lopes was not licensed to drive internationally and was apparently not wearing her seatbelt while mercilessly speeding her car on the highway, resulting in her own death. Even though no eyewitness account of her accident came forward to tell their story to the media, the camera rolling in the SUV was enough evidence to determine what really happened inside the car. The passengers were filming a documentary for their next big project, but instead recorded a horrifying accident for their viewers. Later, film director Lauren Lazine would talk about the accident in her documentary that focused on the last days of Lisa Lopes. Some claimed that Lisa might have decided to take her own life on the 25th of April. However, Lauren Lazine completely denied the rumors, saying, "I don't think she took her own life. I think that's just an incorrect interpretation. But you know, when you make a piece of art or a piece of film or a piece of work and you put it out in the world, it is for people to take away what they want. I think it was an accident and a very sad one." A few weeks before her death, Lopes was involved in another car accident that took a 10-year-old boy's life. Lisa's personal assistant, Stephanie, was driving around the same area when a boy named Baron Fuentes accidentally slipped in front of the vehicle which struck the boy. Even though Lisa immediately jumped out of the car to his aid, cradling the boy in her arms before he was rushed to the hospital, the young boy unfortunately would not survive this tragic accident. Lopes, who was already mentally suffering, was thrown into darkness after this incident. In her final documentary, which was released after her death, Lisa talked about how she felt like a spirit was stalking her after this heartbreaking event, a possible foreshadowing of her own death. As we now know, just weeks after this confession, Lopes was dead from a car accident where her own hands were at the wheel. This statement led some of her fans to believe that Lisa had eerily predicted her death in the documentary and might have been mentally unstable during her trip to Honduras with friends. However, the authorities denied the assumption, claiming that Lisa's death was a result of unfortunate circumstances and that she had died because the car lost control, and not because she wanted to end her life. Or maybe there was some other force involved in Left Eye's fatal accident, given her premonitions. The real answer may never be known, perhaps with only Lisa herself knowing the truth of her tragic passing. On May 2nd, 2002, Lisa's friends and family finally bid her farewell at her funeral ceremony that took place in the new British Missionary Baptist Church in Lithonia, Georgia. Thousands of people gathered to pay their respects to her deceased soul. Her casket bore engraved lyrics from her part in TLC's hit song Waterfalls, which stated, "Dreams are hopeless aspirations in hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself. The rest is up to me and you." The gospel duo, Mary Mary, performed their song Shackles, leaving everyone sobbing at the funeral ceremony. Lisa was then laid to rest at Hillendale Memorial Gardens in Lithonia. Producer Jermaine Dupree remembered Lisa by saying these words at her funeral. She was determined to be something in life. She was a true rock star. She didn't care about no press. She was the rock star out of the group. She was the one that would curse on TV. She had the tattoos. You could expect the unexpected. That's the gift she carried. 3 years later, Lisa's mother, Wanda Lopez Coleman, filed a lawsuit against Mitsubishi over her daughter's fatal car crash, claiming that the company failed to warn their customers that their Montero sport utility car was rollover susceptible. Coleman's lawyer filed a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the automaker. However, Mitsubishi's attorney, Frank Faison Middleton IV, denied any wrongdoings on their part. After a thorough investigation, authorities came to the conclusion that the incident occurred due to mismanagement from the driver of the vehicle, who was Lopez herself. The SUV had a capacity of 7 people, but 10 people were stuffed in the Montero Sport, which was well beyond capacity, possibly adding to the loss of control of the vehicle Lopez was driving at the time of the fatal accident. Moreover, in her video recording, Lopez is seen not wearing a seatbelt and looks unfocused despite driving on a dangerous highway. Mr. Aguilar, the police spokesperson, told the press that the car accident happened because Lisa Lopez lost control of the car while speeding and overtaking a pickup truck. After her passing, the documentary The Last Days of Left Eye was released by filmmaker Lauren Lazine, providing a personal peek into the 27 final days of Lisa Lopez's life. The documentary premiered at the Atlanta Film Festival in April 2007, with notable celebrities attending the event like singers Monica, Ronnie, and CeeLo Green, among other famous people. Interestingly, most of the documentary footage was recorded using a handheld camera. These recordings were closely inspired by diary entries that usually capture personal insights into the lives of the ones recording. These entries were filmed during Lopez's spiritual vacation in Honduras, which turned out to be cut short at only 27 days because of the sudden accident. Through these recordings, viewers and fans got insight into Left Eye's personal life, where she talked about her beliefs and her innermost thoughts. The audience now could see another side of Lisa, away from the glitz and glamour of her stunning stage performances with the music group TLC. Her fans now got to see Lisa's deeper, more introspective side, where she talked about her personal interests in yoga, nature, and spirituality. More recently, in January 2020, a docuseries, Hopelessly in Love, aired an episode featuring Lisa Lopez and her relationship with Andre Ricin. The episode delved deep into their relationship dynamics and the events that led Lopez to burn down Ricin's Atlanta mansion. Nevertheless, Lopez's memory is still alive and shining in people's hearts today. Lisa Lopez had great plans of establishing 2 educational centers for the children of Honduras. One center, called Camp YC, was spread over a large land of 80 acres, while the other center, called Creative Castle, had the potential for bringing noticeable change to the youth of Honduras. Shortly after Lisa's sudden passing, her family initiated a charity foundation called Lisa Lopes Foundation. This charitable organization was built with the aim to provide shelter and necessary resources to abandoned children to improve their quality of life. The organization's motto was close to Lisa's spiritual views, who believed, as Lisa had said in her own words, "Energy never dies, it transforms." Through this charitable foundation, Lisa's family set a goal to distribute new clothing to poor children and their families in underdeveloped areas. In August 2007, the Lisa Lopes Foundation organized an auction event where items donated by celebrities were sold. The auction event raised over $5,000 for the Hogar de Amor, also known as Home of Love, an orphanage in Honduras. Lisa Lefteyeolopes was only 30 years old when she tragically passed away. But despite her untimely death, her legacy lives on through her work, charity, and the memories she left behind. Lisa Lopes will always be remembered as a multi-talented hip-hop star and a truly generous heart. Thanks for watching this story. Remember to like and subscribe to be notified of our latest videos right when we release them. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.